3 hours. That's how long President Joe Biden spent here in southern New England today. He was here, as you know, to talk about climate change and his plans to address it. And we've covered this for you all day long here on 12 News, including the approach and the arrival of Air Force One on the runway right here at TF Green.
And as we wrap up our coverage of the presidential visit, we want to walk you through the day's moments from start to finish. New tonight, we also take a closer look at some of the more interesting takeaways from today's speech.
We're going to start you off with the extreme heat, as 100 million Americans are under a heat alert right now. Here's what the president says he's committing to immediately. Dangerous heat sweeping the United States. 120 million Americans impacted. President Biden determined to fix it, committing $385 million right now to fight the heat.
For the first time, states will be able to use federal funds to pay for air conditioners in homes, set up community cooling centers in schools where people can get through these extreme heat crises.
This announcement coming during a quick visit to southern New England. This was the president this morning, leaving from Joint Force Andrews, headed to Warwick. And when he touched down, we brought it to you live.
It is the president's plane. So we have Air Force One coming in to TF Green as we speak.
President Biden stepped off Air Force One, greeted by Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee and Warwick Mayor Frank Picozzi. Then it was off to the Brayton Point power plant, the backdrop of his climate announcement. This is video of the president's motorcade racing down 95 and then pulling up to Somerset.
The UN's leading international climate scientists call the latest climate report nothing less than, quote, code red for humanity.
The site this speech was delivered on is symbolic. You remember the implosion of New England's biggest coal-fired power plant. It's plants like this one that sparked this comment by the president.
The first frost, you know what was happening? You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer.
That comment going viral, even trending on Twitter. But White House officials quickly clarified the mistake, telling this White House correspondent Biden was referring to past removal of skin cancer, which he mistakenly mentioned in the present tense. Once the 18-minute speech was wrapped, the president headed back into his motorcade, not answering questions from reporters. This is him leaving town as critics and supporters line the streets of Somerset with opposing messages. Then it was back to TF Green, a quick wave to onlookers, then back to the nation's capital. Now, the president also made a significant announcement about the billions of dollars to help winterize homes to make them more energy efficient, but also keeping America cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Biden is expected to announce executive action against climate change as Congress has stalled in its passage of the president's sweeping package, which is one of his presidency pillars.